So here we are, Lane Shooting School again, episode 3 with Camo Kev on the camera, and so yeah, we're just feeling good still. Had a bit of a crap week with losing weight. Had to have a mask remade, chemo Thursday, which will hit me later on today or tomorrow. So we're making the most of it, making the most of the sunshine today. But I guess today we're going to have to hit on at some point mental health and the way we deal with that. And negative comments that people don't think are negative, but when you're in that frame of mind, everything's negative. So go through that a bit later on, and but do some shooting in between.
Busy today.
Very. Yeah. So I think I'm feeling a little bit more stable this week. I spoke a lot about week 3. I was looking back at the video and it was all about week 3, and it's a bit embarrassing really, but that was like the big one. So we've just finished week 4 and feel very similar, feel much the same really. I feel good. After the video last week I went downhill a bit till Monday, just with like stuff, just didn't feel very nice, and but this week, yeah, it's been jam-packed, it's flown by. Starting week 5, 2 weeks left, and that is a good feeling. I know it's not the end of it, but it means I can, because I have to get up, 3-hour round trip. Sorry, not a 3-hour round, hour and a half round trip to the hospital every day. Plus your treatment, blah de blah. You see the doctor, you have blood tests, loads going on, and yeah, you just can't do much else. So it'd be nice to finish the treatment and then relax for a bit and get better. So that'd be that's a nice feeling. And I'll talk about some mental health stuff in a bit as well, I think.
Couldn't see it, I couldn't hit it.
Right. Yeah.
So,
bit of fun.
I like the high crosses a
Yeah.
little bit. It gives me a little bit of time.
Yeah. Bit slower.
That's nice.
It's alright, isn't it? ATA. Oh. Yep. Forgot my eyes, didn't I? Oh. Pull. Nah. Pull.
I think that's where you can hit it though, there, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't want to mention it, but week 3 we did that video, quite a long video, and it was we didn't know what to expect, so we shot just before I had the feeding tube put in, and then we shot just after, so that was a lot to get through. last week we started feeding through the night, so I've got a machine now that feeds me through the night to keep my calories up, because I did lose weight, have had to have a new mask made. So but the unbelievable staff down at Southampton who turned that round in like a day. And it's not just a case of having a mask made, you have to have a CT scan, and then they map your specific treatment out on that mask. So all that had to be redone, and so when I lay down to have my radiotherapy, I'm in exactly the right place, and it zaps me in exactly the same place as it did yesterday. So it's an incredible bit of kit, unbelievable staff. They're all talk to each other, and brilliant team.
What about like your family and that around you? Are they coping all right? Like,
yeah.
You to me as I'm on camera, but you could always just say after that, like I said last week, this takes a toll on other people.
Yeah, no, we've had a friend took me down yesterday. My daughter came down from London on Thursday to take me from a chemo. So everyone's mucking in. Zoe's had to be at the shop more because, it doesn't stop. So, family are doing well, to be honest, and still going. I don't feel that much different to last week yet. I'm not sure. I think with the radiotherapy, it builds on whatever was done last. So week 2 will still be on top of week 1, and then I think it gets to a stage where week 4 probably is on top of week 3, and it plateaus a little bit, maybe the side effects. I'm not saying the treatment, but because it lasts 3 weeks after you've finished your treatment. So I don't know. There was I was speaking to a guy yesterday. He was he's week 5, and he was feeling much the same as I was last week. He's not feeling very well. He's not feeding very well. He's not using this to what he should, and he's losing weight, and he will get admitted to hospital. They won't mess about. They'll put him in hospital and just drag him down for his radio. So it does make sense to do as you're told. I never do as I'm told. And I moisturise every day now, and I think it's paying dividends. Because my neck isn't sore yet, and I've lost all the. I was pulling bits of beard out, at the beginning of the week. So all my hairs, I lost my hair on my neck, which won't ever come back. But the mental health thing I wanted to talk about was negative comments that people don't really necessarily think they're negative. So, for instance, I struggled with anxiety massively, but this was even before I found out about what I was going to go through. But a year ago, on the 8th of next month, I suffered a brain hemorrhage. So I bleed on the brain, which put me out of action for probably 6 months. But it's potentially brain damage, so you don't get the opportunity to do stuff because your brain just says you're not getting up this morning, you can't, So being sort of told that things don't work for a certain amount of time, anti-anxiety tablets or whatever, or some sort of help, it doesn't help when you're told that they don't work straight away. And as far as I'm concerned, anything that you get given is a bonus, and it works. It's mental. It's not, mentally it helps. So my mum said I have to be careful with, what pain relief I take, just in case I get addicted to it, and I'm not like that anyway. But you've got to put that to the back of your thoughts, because anything that helps you lay down and get your treatment without making a fuss, and I've made a fuss, believe me, anything that helps you lay down, get your treatment, and you're in a happy place, it's worth it. Just get on and do what your doctor tells you to do. Do what everyone tells you to do, really, down at the NHS. They're fantastic. They know best. You don't need to know everything. I don't. I had a guy say, I'd need to know everything, but I don't see the reason really. It's not important to me what they already know. So do as you're told, but take your mental health is a massive thing through all this. So take good advice. Don't listen to bad advice. Surround yourself with people that know what you're going through. It's easy to comment on something that you know nothing about. And if you ever need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here every time, you know. So it's a good thing. Number 2, pull. And number 3, pull. Number 5, pull.
Oh, lovely.
Number 6, pull.
Temperamental, that button.
Yeah. So just off the back of what I was saying down on the compact there, that awareness about cancer. Obviously, every lump's a cancerous lump, you know, in our brains, but statistically that ain't the case. So, but if you are worried, get it checked. I'm not one for the doctor. I was sat on the couch. I had an egg sandwich one day, and I just felt like something was caught in my throat, but that carried on for quite a few months. Then I had a brain hemorrhage, and that put me back anyway. But and then this lump, just the tiniest little lump. So, and within, you know, a few weeks, it got quite big. So get it checked out if you are unsure. It just felt like something was stuck in my throat, on my tonsil. I couldn't get rid of it, and it just happened all the time. And then it would go away, and then it happened for another 2 weeks. So yeah, if you got any issues like that, get it checked. So that was our 3rd showing out on the Lane Shooting School with Camo Kev and Targets and Tins. Just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. We're going to try and come back next week, bigger and stronger, and we'll see what else we can gabble on about. Thank you very much. See you soon.